Right, Daredevil is supposed to have some of the most brutal action in it out of all the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, I find this hard to believe after watching Deadpool and Wolverine. I want to believe this, but I think more brutal it means maybe not cutting limbs off, but more like breaking arms and stuff like that. What do you think? Obviously, this is coming from Brad Winderbaum. He's just trying to sell the show because he's on the press tour right now with Agatha, and I get it why he's saying this, but Brad Winderbaum as well, when he's come out and said stuff, he's been very open and honest about things usually. Because I remember when Moon Knight were coming out and they told us, when Moon Knight episode 3 came out, it was like, are you ready for the most violent thing you've seen in the MCU? And we was both pumped for it, and it was like, it was fun action, it was good, but it wasn't the most like violent thing I've seen in the
No,
MCU.
again, you can't. Like you just said, he's promoting Agatha. He's on a press tour. You wanna hype up people for this. Obviously, with the sort of negative reception Marvel has had, especially with the Marvel shows, you kind of want to get all the goodwill you can. I I think that this will not have the sleekest look. I think what he means is if you compare it to Deadpool and obviously Daredevil and the way he fights, they're very different. Deadpool's very like sleek and the nice cool slow mo bits,
Yeah,
and Daredevil's just kind of
Matt's
like
like a Thai
yeah,
boxer sort of like.
yeah. It's like you can see that they're really doing a lot of the stunts. Not to discredit Deadpool and Wolverine, of course, and any other fights that include CGI, but this is going to have like the only time that I feel like the fights in this are going to have CGI is just to show like the blood splat or like maybe an arm getting twisted the wrong way or something
Yeah,
like that. You
Kingpin
know what I mean?
smashing her head in.
Yeah, like you're not really gonna ever see, as much as we love Deadpool and Wolverine. There's that one scene at the very towards the end of the film. It's that big bus fight. Obviously, I won't spoil it,
It's been
but
over a
they
month, mate,
jump.
and it's made
I
over.
know, I know, I know. But they jump out of that bus at the
Yes,
back, and
yeah.
they're completely. Both of them are CGI for like a whole.
Like
Feels like forever.
probably about 20 seconds or something, but it fucking lingers on there.
Yeah,
So yeah,
it didn't look good.
it
Yeah,
didn't
so
at
that's
all.
what I'm gonna say. I don't think we're gonna see. You know, I really didn't like how Daredevil was so weirdly acrobatic in the She-Hulk show. I loved every minute of what we got of him,
Yeah,
except that.
because look, Matt is, he gets about, he moves. He never moved like that in the Netflix show, and I accepted it at first because I was like, I know this isn't the same Matt Murdock from the Netflix show. Now it is. So
Yeah,
it's all right. He shouldn't be moving like that now. Because at that point it was a new Daredevil, still played by Charlie Cox, still played by Charlie Cox, of course. But now it's that same Daredevil, so he needs to have that same movement.
yeah, that
But
grounded.
I do remember one of the showrunners coming out from Daredevil, uh, one that happened in She-Hulk, saying, "Look, we would have had him moving like that. We just didn't have the fucking budget. But I still want it to be grounded and how it used to be."
Yeah, yeah.
So
There's not much else I can say about that. I think that's what he's probably trying to emphasize and get across as like this is going to be like not like your CGI fights and your slick moves. This is going to be bloody and boxing and it's
yeah,
all going to be almost practical. Well, most of it will have lots of stunt
bit
work.
of MMA, some arm bars. Frank. We're completely forgetting Punisher is in this. We're gonna see some
Yeah,
brutal shit with that.
I mean, if Disney give us the most brutal Punisher, then I have faith in Disney going. I have so much faith in Disney
I,
then going
I'm
forward.
gonna get us cancelled right now because I'm gonna say this. Disney have given us the most brutal Darth Vader.
Well, it's not gonna get you cancelled. That's a fact
Yeah,
amongst Disney and regular Star Wars fans.
yeah,
So you can't take that away from them. So
yeah.
I mean, shit.
So yeah, I'm just picturing that scene now from the first episode of season 2 where Frank shoots up the Irish and
Yeah,
someone's like, like gums have like flown out with teeth in them and they're stuck in the in the bar.
Do you know what I find crazy about like Disney? It's like they won't do sex, they won't do drugs, they won't do any of that. But when it comes to like the gory and the violent stuff, it's like, yeah, let's fucking go all in. Because I know Alien Romulus with some of the kills which we reviewed on the channel, the kills weren't that creative and
Yeah,
they
I
were a
think we
bit
both
like,
agreed that the kills were a bit lackluster.
yeah,
Yeah.
but at the end of the film, with what they show, that's fucking. Again, I won't spoil it, but that's like, holy shit, Disney, you
Now-
approve this?
Now, you say that Marvel doesn't do sex. We've actually had a Marvel sex scene in Eternals, and it was probably one of the worst written things I've ever heard. I love you, Cersei.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I think there was a bit of leeway though
because I'm a loser.
because of the director. Yeah, no, I think there was a bit of leeway with that. Of course, obviously with the director, you kind of like you don't want to get in the way of a director like that who's
No, you
massive,
don't.
who's what I mean. So it's
On a
one of those
roll.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, let's move on to the next one. And I cannot believe Kyle missed the hyphen between Spider and Man. And
It just looked better.
He is someone who grills me over this like my entire life, and is the only reason I do it.
It just looks a little better with the colours. It's gonna go back to normal next week.
Practice what you preach, mate. Wow, wasn't that a great video? Would you agree, Kyle?
Yes, you should definitely give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed.
We are now late night TV talk show hosts who say subscribe to our channel after video because we are cool.
Oh fuck yeah, that's kind of what we're doing, aren't we?
Mate, just commit to it.
Oh no.
No, but don't commit if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right, thanks for watching.
Yeah.